Oh, we sucked a lot out. I'm Brad.
And I'm Harry. We won the green card lottery, sold everything in Australia and moved to America.
We bought a truck and a repossessed camper and hit the road. We're exploring every corner of the USA to find our new home.
This is our great American adventure. Join us for the wild ride.
So we've just spent the last 2 nights in May, the campground in the Grand Canyon. The only catch is with the site we've got, it's a first come first serve, which is a bit of a pain because every morning at 8 you've got to be down at the ranger station, or 7:30, and you've got to wait there for approximately 20 minutes to get the site again for the next day, which is a pain in the arse. So tonight, though, we're lucky, we've got a booked site. There was one available, so we're right to go this morning and do whatever we like. The only problem is we can't get from this site to check into the other one until 11, and we'll be out walking, so that's why we're going to do that. That'll make it easy though to just walk from the central village along the rim walk today, which is what we're going to have a look at.
Okay, so we were originally going to go down to the river, but we're uneducated, so we asked several rangers around the park and they all advised us not to do it in one day. So you do 13 kilometers all the way down and then 13 kilometers and 1200 meters all the way back up. So it's an all day exercise, dawn till dusk. The other reason is because it's exceeding 30 degrees at the moment up on the rim here, so it's quite hot. But when you go down into the rim, it can exceed 40 degrees. So today, like Brad said, we're doing a 13 kilometer walk out to Hermit's Rest, and depending on how we feel, we'll either walk back or just get the shuttle bus back into town. So that's today's plan.
A few things to be aware about in the Grand Canyon National Park is most of the hikes are like obviously reverse mountain because you're going down first and then you're having to walk the whole way up. The catch with that is it's quite easy going down, but it takes about double the time to then come up. Also, it's obviously getting hotter, in the day as you go. So yeah, you just got to be real careful with that.
So we've got our first real glimpse of the Colorado River in the Grand Canyon behind me. You can see in some parts how fast it's moving, and in the distance there's actually people doing whitewater rafting, which we would love to do, but it's a bit too expensive, so we'll have to come back another year when we've got a bit more money. Brad really wants to do that.
Cool. He's just checking out the view. I'm gonna roll around a bit. Here it comes.
So friendly.
I'm so friendly. Sorry, mate. Oh, starfish. What does that mean? Pat me.
I don't know, but I'm not patting him.
No, we're not patting him. Alright, so this is Hermit's Rest. This officially marks the end of the Scenic Rim Trail. We just walked along. It was a bit over 13 kilometres and it's taken us about 3 hours. We've stopped at a fair few of the scenic spots along the way, which were quite pretty. We're about to now call it quits and jump back on the bus and cheat back on the aircon, back to base. So should be nice to cool down.
Alright, quick trip to Grand Canyon. We're just leaving this morning, doing the essentials, emptying the tanks and filling the water. Now we head to St. George and then stay there for a few days and then Zion National Park. So, should be good.
So yesterday we left the Grand Canyon. We drove about 4 hours. We went through some hot conditions, then up into the mountains. It was nice and cool, spent a bit of time up there, and now we're down just outside of St. George. So St. George is going to be our base for the next maybe 3-4 days, we don't know yet. We've got to head into town today and do some chores. So we've got to fix the toilet, we've got to get the oil changed, we've got to do a whole number of things, buy some different shoes to hopefully go in the national park. That's the main reason why we're here. So Zion National Park is just out there. basically behind me, and we're going to explore that as well. So yeah, it should be a fun few days. Okay, so if you remember in the past, the toilet has been putting off a bit of a smell. So we figured that it was just simply a seal. It was $7 to replace. So we got one of those.
Maybe.
Well, should be. And that should fix our problems. So let's see how easy it is.
All right, so we got our oil changed here in St. George yesterday, and they wanted to add on all these extras, front diff, rear diff, transfer fluid, and we thought we can do it ourselves. So currently in a Walmart car park, and we're draining the fluid now and gonna add it ourselves so we can save a few pennies.
All right, so I've just drained the transmission fluid out. That's the bottle it has ended up in. I can't really see the colour there, but it's really bad. Oh, the dark colour, sorry, on the bottom. And then up there, that's the plug I've just undone, the bottom one, and we're now about to start pumping oil into this top one up the top there.
Well, let's put this in here.
Yep. And see if it was the right way around.
In.
Yep.
Start pumping.
Yep. It'll be hard. We're up to the final jug of oil. Hooray, I'm covered in oil, I've got it everywhere. All we gotta do is put this one in and we are done. God, we sucked a lot out. Alright, so the toilet seal and the oil in all the car has been finished. We are good to go, hopefully for another week until something else goes wrong.
So as you can see behind me, there's a bit of a front coming, thunderstorm, rainstorm. So tonight we're just gonna hunker down, have some dinner, have a quiet one. And then early tomorrow morning, we're gonna get up, head for the national park and try to secure a car park that's really central. And we managed to get this campground. Luckily, there's some free campgrounds nearby that's out of the park. It's probably 20 minutes away from the park, but it's free, so that's always worth it. And there's a few other campers around, but the scenery here is just amazing. Like, there's mountains over here. Oh, lightning. I gotta get inside. That looks gnarly. Let's head inside. Quite a bit of thunder out there, Brad.
Is there? Yeah. Hopefully we don't get electrocuted, but time will tell.
What's on the menu?
We have an Aussie potato salad and some chicken tenderloins. It's a bit of an interesting combination, but no barbecue, so we'll do what we can.
Awesome. Okay, we're in Zion National Park. We just finished our first activity of the day. It was an early start. 7:15 we started our ranger guided hike through up to Watchman Trail. Amazing views, and it was a private ranger hike. We were the only ones there with the ranger, so that was good. Now we're just trying to hurry up and finish our breakfast and maybe have some lunch, because we've got the bus tour with another ranger that will take us up the canyon, show us around a bit, and then we're going to hop off at the last stop at the end of the canyon and we're going to do the Narrows, which I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm going to leave it and I'll show you what I mean later.
Ride with the ranger.
So we're doing the last activity for the day, the Narrows, and basically it's walking up the canyon, but you're walking up the river. So you're wading through the river.
Yeah, and it looks like every man and his dog's gone.
But I'm sure if we go more than 20 meters up the river, there'll be no one.
Stay tuned, we'll give you a report of the busyness. All right, buckle up. And get ready to send it in the water. All right. Spot load of day. You can see all the people going. We will make our way, see how quick we can do it. Let's go. Okay, so Harry's got his wizard stick, our hiking pole. Everyone has other proper wizard sticks, as you see on the right there, proper poles, but I'm just going without it for now.
We've gone about 100 meters and the crowd's already
Yeah, you can see behind us, they're mainly all down there. This way, I mean, there's people, but...
They get their toes wet and then they're like, this ain't for me. Yeah. Okay, I retract my earlier statement. It somehow got busier.
It's just ridiculous. This is a hike. We've finally got away from the crowds. There are still people in here. Oh no, not quite. Sort of. It's got much more canyon here now.
What's for lunch? Classic peanut butter sandwich. That's absolutely been crushed. But shout out to Mads who put us on the cinnamon on your peanut butter sandwich.
Yep. We are back in the van. It's 6 o'clock and we're completely exhausted, so looking forward to having some snacks and then dinner and go to bed, I think.
And our new sandals, our Tevas, they say you don't break them in, they break you in. And yeah, got some hectic strap tattoos there. Oh.
So it's our lucky last day in Zion National Park. We're a bit wrecked from yesterday still, but that's okay. We're about to hit up one of the famous trails. We can't go right to the top. Angel's Landing is where we'd like to go, but we have not been able to get a permit, so we've given up on that. So instead we're going to Scouts Lookout, and yeah, we'll just take you along for the journey. So we've just jumped off the bus. We're about to head up Scouts Lookout. It's nice and cool. Let's get into it. Alright, so that's the famous Angel's Landing up there. We've been going about 40 minutes, you can see on the watch. Harry's just found a little spot for a snack. It's straight off the edge there, he's keen. With a beautiful canyon. And after that, there's another trail that runs up along there and up to the top of this hill. Don't need a permit for, so we'll head up there after. What do you reckon of the poor man's Angel Landing?
I'm sure it's less spectacular than Angel's Landing, but at least it's free and you don't need a permit.
Yeah. That looks cool. And we made it back.
Yeah, and we're back.
We're back, we're buggered.
And I think that's going to be a wrap for us on Zion, and probably a break from hiking for a few days. My little legs just can't keep up at the moment.
Bit bruised and battered.
Yeah. Anyway, lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Come on, give me the key.
See ya. Thanks, like and subscribe.